Gables Residential is a privately held real estate investment trust. Really, our specialty is the construction, development, ownership, and management of apartment communities throughout the United States. Currently, we manage about 30,000 apartment homes across the U.S., and we also have approximately 600,000 square feet of retail that we also manage in our communities. I am currently the National Director of Training and Development. We have an LMS. We have a good LMS. But when I look at the LMS, it's a place where our associates go to maybe track training completions or take compliance training. It's not somewhere that our associates go with the intent to learn or to really have some sort of meaningful growth. The projects that we were working on, we needed to deliver them really quickly, so there definitely was not time to have to go through this laborious training process and trying to understand the ins and outs. We needed to get in, we needed to get it done, and we needed to do it not just quickly, but we needed to deliver a product that was great, that our associates were going to respond to. As luck would have it, we found ACTO, and it really was what we were looking for. With ACTO, that's where we're able to create a real learning experience, and we can do it in a way that's engaging, but we can also do it in a way that is concise. It allowed us to create a structured training program that we can easily deploy to any of our associates anywhere in the U.S. With today's workforce, we're all busy, all of us. So we wanted to create something that you could access on a computer. Sure, that's great, but we wanted you to be able to download an app and have access to the same training content in the same way that you would have it if you were on the computer. And ACTO absolutely had that. What ACTO allowed us to do is think in terms of an action pack. Think in terms of how training can be short, but really informative and always accessible. So even after you push it out, an associate's always able to go back if they needed to relearn a particular point, or if there was a resource that they needed to pull, then they can go right back in and they can pull that up. So it's not a once and done kind of training. It's really allowed us to spend less time in the training room talking about how to do something, discussing it, providing a training class that's an event, which is done. Once you've completed training, you move on. And now for training and development, we're actually able to convey a lot of the concepts that we did in the classroom previously through an action pack, and we are reinvesting the time that we saved in coaching, in practice, in skill application. So we're spending less time training and talking about how to do something, and more time working with our associates on skill application and really making sure that they can do it. When we went into ACTO with limited training, 30 or 40 minutes of training, I was able to get in, and really within 48 hours of having access to ACTO, I had already created the framework for my first 2 action packs. So it could not be more intuitive, it could not be more user-friendly. When we did actually bring ACTO in, and when we did start working on developing training through ACTO, I knew that I was not just going to have another vendor that I was going to be working with, but that I was really going to be able to develop a partnership with all the folks at ACTO so that they could help me not just make something that was good or something that we could put out there, but something that was really great.